You ever wonder how far someone will go to destroy you? And how far you'd go to take back everything? This is the story of how my wife tried to bury me on the same day I buried my father. But what she didn't know is that I'd been preparing for this exact betrayal for years. My father died on a Thursday. The funeral was held that Sunday. Gray skies, rain, everything you'd expect. And yet, nothing could have prepared me for what my wife, Alina, had planned that day. She wore black like the rest of us. But her eyes? They weren't mourning, they were calculating. Even as I stood beside my father's casket, she was eyeing her next move, like a queen about to checkmate a king. The moment the pastor finished speaking, she stepped closer and whispered, "Alina, I didn't want to ruin your moment, but this can't wait." Then she handed me a manila envelope, divorce papers, at my father's funeral. Her timing, precision, the crowd, watching, and me, number. But what she didn't know was that I had an envelope of my own, and a lawyer waiting for the perfect moment to deliver it. Let me rewind. My name's Daniel Mercer, CEO of Mercer Tech, a cybersecurity firm built from the ground up. I made my fortune protecting secrets. Too bad I didn't notice the secret growing right inside my own home. For months, I suspected something was off. Alina had started locking her phone. My son Jason became distant. My daughter Mia dropped subtle hints about moving to Europe with someone named Uncle Ryan. Uncle Ryan was not family, so I hired my own team, former military intel, a forensic accountant, and my childhood friend turned attorney, Grant Hale. What we uncovered? Alina had been seeing Ryan Bennett, my company's former advisor, for over a year. Worse, she'd started moving funds into shell accounts. They were preparing to gut me, and my kids were being groomed to take her side. So I did what I do best. I laid a trap. A deep one. Quiet. Legal. And deadly. My father, Raymond Mercer, wasn't just a successful businessman. He was old school. Believed in loyalty above all else. And when I told him the truth before he passed, he made a change to his will. He added a public clause. All my assets, shares, and properties go to my son, Daniel Mercer, unless he is declared unfit, absent, or incapacitated within 1 month of my death. In that case, my daughter-in-law, Alina Mercer, shall assume control. See the trick? He handed her the bait. Because if she tried anything shady, it would trigger investigations and void the clause. I didn't even have to do anything. Back to the funeral. When she handed me the divorce papers, her eyes were dry, like she'd just closed a business deal. Alina, smirking. "You'll hear from my lawyer. And by the way, the mansion? I'm keeping it. It's better for the kids." I said nothing. Until Grant, my lawyer, appeared behind her. "Grant, actually, Alina, this envelope is for you." He handed her a sealed packet. She opened it with shaking hands, expecting another set of legal games. What she found? A court order freezing all joint assets, a forensic report outlining fraudulent transfers to Ryan Bennett, evidence of witness tampering, and a single line at the bottom. This information has been submitted to federal authorities as of 9:15 a.m. today. She went pale. "Alina, quiet. You set me up." Me, finally speaking. "No. You walked right in on your own. Within 24 hours, my bank accounts were unfrozen. Hers were locked. My company board removed Ryan Bennett's access. The mansion? Mine. The prenup, reinforced with surveillance footage, was ironclad. The kids? Turned on her the moment their luxury credit cards stopped working. Jason came to me that night. Jason, I thought Mom was doing the right thing. I didn't know she was stealing everything. Mia? She was angrier. At herself. Mia, I said things I can't take back. I didn't know you were watching the whole time. I wasn't angry, just tired. I told them both, you made a choice. Just know that choices come with weight. The envelope Grant gave Alina wasn't just to shake her. It triggered IRS audits, a temporary restraining order, and her removal from my father's will, thanks to a clause about malicious intent. Public opinion turned fast. What was supposed to be a sad funeral turned into a headline war. CEO served divorce at father's funeral, but wife leaves in handcuffs. From widow to suspect, the downfall of Alina Mercer. Within 2 weeks, Alina was indicted for fraud and identity theft. Ryan Bennett fled to Belize, didn't make it past customs. A month later, I sat with my kids at a quiet breakfast table. No mansion, just a temporary apartment, no bodyguards, just silence. Jason asked, "Why didn't you fight harder to keep us?" I said, "I didn't need to. I knew life would show you who I really was." Mia looked me in the eyes for the first time in months. "Do we even deserve to be here?" I just poured them both coffee and said, "We start over. From the truth. One step at a time." 3 months later, Alina took a plea deal. 10 years. Ryan? Still missing. But here's the real twist. That envelope Grant gave her? It also included a second will, my father's backup. One that left everything to a trust in my children's names. If, and only if, they stayed loyal. They lost that. And the clause was clear. Betrayal voids inheritance. I gave that money to fund a youth tech center instead. When reporters asked me why, I said, because I'd rather invest in people who don't need to be bought to be loyal. I still live in the same city, same office, same black coffee at 6 a.m. But I look at everything, and everyone, differently now. Because my wife tried to bury me with my father. But I was never the one being buried. She was. And the moment she handed me those divorce papers, she sealed her own fate. But it wasn't until my lawyer handed her that envelope that she realized she never had the upper hand. Betrayal always comes with a cost. But the most expensive move is assuming your victim didn't see you coming.